Hi, I'm Emma.
Hi, I'm Pearl, and today we're going to be making
Scrunchies! Woo! Step 1. Lay out the fabric. As you can see, I'm using scraps from a dress I made. And you are going to cut a rectangle.
And so once you have this cut out, your next step is to pin the sides, like good face, good side together. And you're going to pin along the long side. So you don't need too many pins, just enough to make sure that your fabric doesn't slide and shift while you are sewing.
Come to my machine. Sure, my thread is threaded, my bobbin is all good. And making sure that I have a quite a long tail so nothing gets tangled or unthreaded while I'm working. So, now we sew.
I'm going to place my fabric under the machine, trying to line up the edge of the fabric with just to the right of the needle so that there will not be a very big seam allowance. So I'm going to take out my first pin because you never want to run over pins. That will result in your needle breaking. So now, you never forget, you always have to back stitch. Each machine has a different button, but you have to back stitch at the beginning and end. Okay, so I'm going to sew a little bit, back stitch, and now I'm going to sew all the way down my seam. Taking out pins as I go.
We now have a tube that is inside out. This very handy tool which helps put things right side out or inside out or hold elastic.
A safety pin will also work.
I'm going to clip it on to one side of this so that the tube can open. And you pull this ring up so it tightens. There we go. Now, although it may not look like it is going inside, because you can also see it from the outside, it will actually be going inside the tube. So start like that and aim to get it inside. It'll kind of fold up. And then, keep pushing it. So the good thing about this tool is that you can feel it, and it really helps to turn things inside out, like I am doing right now. So shortly we meet the end. There we go. And now
you have the right side of the fabric. Now you have to get off the paper clip or this, whatever you're using, which could be a little bit tricky, but it's not impossible. So now that I have this out, I'm going to cut a piece of elastic to go in my scrunchie. A good estimate of size is usually around your wrist, and you'll see with whatever hair you have what size works, a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but I usually go with my wrist. Cut off the fabric. And now I'm going to attach this that I used to flip my fabric to the edge of the elastic. Again, pull my ring down. Now, I'm going to slip this in. The seam can go at the side of your elastic, at the back, whatever. It doesn't really affect it. I usually put mine at the side, but back works too. And I try to place my elastic in the middle of the fabric because it's smaller. Cut off excess threads. And now you make sure that you don't pull your elastic all the way through. You have to leave it and line it up with the top of the elastic with the top of the fabric. See, it's right there. And now I'm going to just sew a really quick line there to seal that in. I usually go the edge of the edge of the foot, and back stitch. Okay, now I'll cut off my threads, leave a tail. I just find it easier to sew with less loose threads hanging around. Okay, so now that the elastic is stuck to one side, I'm going to pull the tool with the elastic through to the other side. And once I'm sure that I have a tight hold and that the elastic won't coil back, I can take off the tool and sew the elastic in place. Again, you can use a pin if you would like, but I find it's just easier because it's such a small space to not. So now, once I've sewn this seam, we're almost finished the scrunchie.
Cut off any excess threads. And if you do own a serger, some people will have a lot of seam allowance and they will choose to serge these ends before sewing it. However, our serger's not set up right now and we don't have that much seam allowance, so it's not much of a big deal. It's fine. Okay, now your final step.
I'm going to put my two seams together like this, so not one on top of the other, but right together, and place them flat on my machine. Now this is a bit thick, so sometimes the machine will have a little bit of trouble pushing it through, but if you help it, it'll work out. So now don't forget to back stitch. I now have to cut off the loose threads one last time.
People also like to trim their seam allowance. And then, turn it inside out. You got a scrunchie.
And it really works.
Voila! Enjoy your scrunchie!
Hi, I'm Pearl. Hi, I'm Pearl.
Okay, I stopped it.
Hi, I'm Pearl, and today we're going to be learning how to...
What peaches?
No,
Peaches?
peach crisp.
No, thank you.
Okay, stop videoing. Hi.
What's so funny anyways? Go!
No. Stop it.
Okay, more cookie. So, try this again.
Hi, I'm Pearl.